Hello everybody, this is AndreJMcClendon, and today I'm going to go into something about wealth and how do you store it. So this is a little bit different for a lot of people. They think the majority of people that I talk to about money, they think that like the dollar or the yen or some paper currency holds value. It does hold value, but when you store your wealth like dollars or currencies over long periods of time, they devalue, so they lose value. They lose value over long periods of time, and sometimes short periods of time. So, and this is stemming from a couple conversations I had this week about why I like precious metals, why I like gold and silver, and the reasoning for it is because it holds its purchasing power over long periods of time, and it beats and gold and silver can outbeat inflation. So for me, saving in saving in assets rather than saving in currency is better long term because when you save in a dollar, so you go and get your job and you get say $100 in the bank account, and it just sits there. That's it. You might get that 0.1% interest rate off of your bank, but that's really nothing. If inflation is supposedly 3.5, 3.2, around 3% per year, then you're losing. So what I like to do is put a small portion of my assets or my income into precious metals each week. I buy no matter what, and it helps beat inflation. It helps store energy into something else that's always going to have purchasing power. And it's interesting that like over long periods of time, you start doing it. You start seeing a pattern of undervalued, overvalued, and neutral or valued, and you can use that stored energy to convert to another stored energy. And basically, what people have done to obtain a lot of wealth is use their dollars or their currency and put it to something else, some type of asset that beats out their other yielding assets. So they buy like a dividend stock that pays 18% a year. Boom! Now they have cash flow, and then they buy a property with that stored income, and now they have cash flow from that house. They're not trying to save in dollars, they're trying to save in something else that's not losing value, that's outbeating it. And their dollars don't really matter anymore because they have a property, they have a stock, they have a share, or they have, I knew it would be like cryptocurrency mining, they have something building for them. So, in essence, basically, if you want to build wealth, you got to transfer your stored energy if it's coming from like a job, which I'm not saying you can't be wealthy from a job. It's just, to me, it's going to be very, very hard to do that. So what you can do is, for me personally, what I would do if I was working on a full-time job, I would store my energy into something else that has a rate of return, so I can walk away from my job at some point. So that's my little nitbit about stored energy, about wealth. To build wealth, just obtain more assets, and don't. I mean, you gotta have cash eventually, but cash in your accounts and stuff. But have more assets, and basically to have financial freedom, have more assets, and don't confuse assets that are actually liabilities. So people think that their car is an asset. More cars, they think they have more. No, more cars you have, typically they're all liabilities. So liabilities make you broke. Typically, to be wealthy, you need to minimize your liabilities and maximize your assets as much as possible. So that's my little bit about wealth. I'll go more into it. Just leave a comment below, and we can have a conversation about it. Just like, subscribe, share with others. I love meeting other people. You can hit me up on Facebook. It's AndreJMcClendon. Links are below. And have a wonderful day, guys, and keep building wealth every day. See you later.